don't think give me a countdown on this. They don't give you a countdown on this. I was kind of hoping. I was hoping that they would. But welcome everyone to the Afrofishbowl featuring myself, Taylor from Afrofish OG, and Black Scorpio. Say hi.
Yeah. No, don't worry. I know. We are live, but I am waiting.
Yeah.
There is a delay.
There is a bit of delay. This is my first time actually using the live feature for this, at least for
there's no delay, but there's always
there's a delay in that connect. Like
it's called a delay in etiquette, you know.
Delay in
before I get my time to not shine.
To not shine. Oh,
Yeah,
that's rude. You're still shining, you know, right
yeah,
behind your logo screen. So it works well. But I hope everyone is doing super well. So we're doing good. We have, I know me and Scorpio both, for at least for myself, I should say, it's been a pretty good breakaway. I mean, between Christmas and New Year's was super busy. I don't know how your Christmas, your New Year's went.
Actually it went good. Now everything is starting to become busy for me. But other than that, it's all been good so far.
Oh, nice.
Complain.
No, exactly. Like it's just kind of whatever. I know where you're at. You gotten hit with snow pretty good, haven't you?
Actually, no. Surprisingly or not, we haven't. We got hit with rain more. There's been a couple cool nights. -14 was so far our high, but I guess all that white Christmas is going to be coming within the next week.
Yeah, that's actually what happened to us. So we gotten really nothing for snow wise. You know, global warming doesn't exist. But
no, it doesn't at all.
No, it doesn't at all. It doesn't at all. So we've gotten hit over with like maybe I don't know half an inch of snow the whole time.
Like, dude, ours was like not even.
We got hit with like a
more
little
water.
Bit. Yeah, and then it was just like that was it. Which is it's fine. I mean, I'm not going to sit there and be too upset over it. It means that, you know, when it comes to driving and stuff, I don't got to worry about it as much.
No, exactly. That's
originally
the best right there.
Oh yeah, like originally we got smoked with. We were supposed to get smoked with it was like 12 inches of snow. You know, that 19 inches of venom. You know, like
supposedly that's what it's saying for ours, which is coming up this weekend actually.
Oh really? Yeah,
on Saturday and Sunday.
Originally supposed to be 12, and then we checked again. What up, Mikey? We got hit with. No, it's not 12. It's like 7 or 8 inches of snow, and then after that, it was like nope. Now it's 4 inches. Now it's like only an inch, and I'm like, yo, make up your mind, like. So it seems like you're kind of just getting whatever we're not.
Exactly. It's like Mother Nature doesn't know what to do with herself as of yet.
No, I'm fine with that. But I know we really wanted to talk today about a game that I know I've been playing, you've been playing, and a lot of people have been playing, and that's Baldur's Gate 3. I'm actually gonna have you go first with your first opinions on it, because this game, I have a lot to talk about when it comes to it.
Honestly, yeah, like ever since we did the whole like VGA awards of the end of 2023, it's actually surpassed our expectations. We do really see why it is what it is, like how it became game of the year. Yeah, it's amazing. If you do love your explorations of your like tabletop gaming of D&D, from my expectations, it's great. Like it's some place I could actually get lost in. Like I said, I do love my RPGs. I do love my MMOs, especially with like Diablo and everything. And but this actually feels good, turn based. I'm not gonna lie, I'm playing on the balanced difficulty, which if you want to go through difficulties, like there's Explorer, where it's just like having the story go for you, having the game a little bit easier for you, but it's more story based heavy. I'm playing on balanced, which is it. You know what? I get that challenge as well as also the grind as to like, you know what, you're gonna get your ass kicked hands down, but you know what, that's on you. There's other levels, especially when it comes to like the higher ones, but where we're sitting right now, balance is actually pretty fine. And yeah, my expectations on it is just I could see why this game has definitely hit game of the year. I'm dying a lot, but I'm also getting rewarded a lot, which is actually pretty great. And yeah, like it's just for me, like I said, one fight could take me 5 hours, but it's the grind of knowing like yeah, just being lost in just the art, the visual aspects, the whole entire game mechanics and everything. It's just feel good. It makes you feel good, really.
No, exactly. And I'll definitely say too. Oh, what up, Flamingo?
Hey,
Um,
flamingos here.
Flamingo's always here. Appreciate that. And I'm gonna be honest when I say that, like, it's funny because you brought up the video game awards, and I don't know when we did it with the other guys from Level Down. It was interesting because there was this big thing right lately. It's been this big thing ever since the video game awards, and it's died off for the most part now, which I'm glad with. But the Spider-Man 2 should have won Game of the Year, blah blah blah, and it was really huge. Like between Baldur's Gate, like you want to play this game when you can do all these combo moves, and I'm just like, I saw someone do a meme on it, and it was like Spider-Man 2 being like Lord Farquaad, when he's like hits the crowd and he's like, "That's what makes me king." See. And then they gave PlayStation gave Spider-Man 2 like this like own award or whatever. It was like you realize it still doesn't fucking matter, right?
I mean,
Like it was
since then, I actually haven't heard anything about the whole Spider-Man
it
stuff.
still jumps up every now and then, and it's hilarious when it does. Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, it is so funny when it does because it's just like it's the equivalent of like, I'm still cool. Like I don't give a fuck. Like everyone went into their fucking emo stage with like Spider-Man 2 not getting snubbed. But with Baldur's Gate, I can definitely see how people really love it. I definitely do. And I've been having a lot of fun. I've been playing on Explorer because I've just been enjoying learning the world and the story and stuff a little bit more.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's still not it's not like hard, but it's not easy either, if that makes sense. Like it's not difficult at all, but it's like also like provides just enough of a challenge that is enough where if I do make a lot of fuck ups, like I will die, and a lot of it comes to me. I'm a very aggressive player, so like I gotta think things through a little bit better. But I really enjoy on like the surface level, and we'll also try to keep like spoilers to like a minimum, if any. I'm gonna say a spoiler warning right now, just in case any of us do say anything, so then people don't get upset with us. But it is great. And just for I know Flamingo as well, I'm gonna let you know this game gets the Flamingo-tastic seal of approval. So that's gonna be the highest level I'm gonna put a game from now on. So I really did enjoy it. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, the beginning of it threw me for a loop a little bit. Like when you start off right away and it's just like, oh, you start on this ship, and I'm like, oh, okay, aliens.
I mean, when it started off in the ship like that too, like I kind of knew where the ship was going. Like the first thing
I didn't know we were playing
automatically.
XCOM.
Yeah, no, like I knew right away. It was like mind flare. It just hit right away. But I'm like, they fly, like
they fly now.
Like they fly all of a sudden. Like aren't they supposed to be below ground? Like I didn't know that they like end up in space now.
Yeah, I don't know much about it at all. So I was just like, oh, okay. And then it leads right into the creative player, which is, or the creative character, excuse me, which I love. I love the creative character. Like it's really I don't know the best way to say it. In depth, super in depth. I had a lot of fun with it. Like I think I sat there through most of my time just trying to establish like, do I want to make a normal character or do I want to make a bulky character?
That again, now that goes with our guilty was it Guilty Pleasures podcast, or was it like where we were talking about our guilty things about spending 2 or 3 hours in the creating a character.
Oh yeah, dude.
Yeah, like I mean, yeah. Oh, I'm gonna take 35 minutes. Yeah, that's what you said. A half, like, almost an hour later, and then there's me. Yeah, I just go through it as well. Yeah. So are you ready to play yet? 2 hours later? No.
Well, it's the thing. It's like when you're doing your created when you're doing your like created characters or whatever, and like there is so much where the detail, because it's like, man, like, oh, do I want to play as a druid, which that's what I chose. I chose a dragonborn druid. My next playthrough will probably be, I don't know if I want to do it more wizard like. Maybe I'll do one instead of a druid, because druids are fun, but I'm like, I don't know. I thought they're all right. The beast form and all that stuff is really cool. I got to transform into an owl bear.
What did I pick again on mine?
I think I
did a druid.
What did I do for my other one? Like the one we had I only remember what the one we had together, because it's been a bit. So
no, I know that, like, that's what I'm saying. Like the one that I have up as of right now is like my Drow Ranger, but the one I think we did when we first tried it out was, I think it was a druid.
I think you were a druid.
Yeah.
I don't remember what I was though.
No, you were a dragonborn.
No, yeah, it was a dragonborn. I don't remember the what I chose as like a class. Was I a paladin?
Yeah. You were the dragonborn paladin, and I was the druid,
yeah.
and I think I was the druid with
I should have chose a fire. I've been. It's funny because like I'm with me being the type of person I am, especially when I play, like I'll be like, oh, I want to do like, use spells and all this stuff. But like in reality, I just want to hit something really, really hard.
No, exactly.
And I do. I mean, I have a lot of fun with just hitting things really hard. I do. That's the best way I can explain it. Like some of the characters that you get, like Lae'zel is one of them, the Gith Yankee, Gith Yankees are now one of my like characters, which I'm like every time. The Gith I'll be like the Gith Yankee. Like this is why I'd get killed in Baldur's Gate. I saw this thing was like, if you won like $10 million, but you had to live in that world for 1 year, could you do it? And I'm like, first 10 minutes, and just get hit with crossbows. Like,
yeah, for first 10 minutes, dead.
It's yep. Just first 10 minutes, they'd be like, "Oh, what are you?" I'd be like, I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm kind of scared, but like, but no, I had some fun with it. I probably will choose like a tiefling, I don't know, sorcerer or something next. Don't maybe I'll do that.
Maybe something like that.
I want something like, they have like, so they have like a warlock, a sorcerer, and a wizard, and I'm pretty sure there's a difference between all three if I just did this thing called fucking read. But like, when I looked at it, I was like, oh, cool, a sorcerer and the warlock and the wizard. Fuck's the difference? And I'm like, I'm pretty sure one of these has to be better than the other. But like, I just I love it. Like, for like, in terms of like just the creative style of it. One of my favorite things is like, I love the fact of like talking to your companions and learning more.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if you've done that a whole lot. I've done it with Shar, with Lae'zel are the two, and Austrian, I think I know them more. I fucked up and Gale left my party. So like
okay, I asked him to leave the party just for now. He's still there. I don't know. He's eating some magic boot or something like that. But I don't know. The guy has he's an addict. He's a weaver addict. The magic weave addict.
Like, it's funny because, like, for example, like learning about like Lady Shar and stuff from Shadowheart is interesting. Honestly, learning like Gith Yankee culture was probably, to me, the most interesting, and that's because I've never heard of what the fuck is that. like
yeah, seriously, like you look at it as like, I want to say you're a walking lizard.
You're basically the one I try to explain it to people, and I'm like, if I had to try to explain what a Githyanki is, it's basically like an orc elf. Like they
Yeah,
look like orc elves, but yeah, they're like lizards. Because when you talk to Lazelle, one of the things she says is actually they're asexual. Yeah. So like they just have queens, and then the queens lay eggs. I was
interesting.
like, huh. Um. Okay. Like it's like I wasn't not gonna lie, I wasn't expecting that. She also did show while taking a shot at humans, but like that's fine. Like, but I'm surprised you actually never even went to let's go deal with them. But like
I haven't yet. Okay, so if you want to save that for where we are, like somewhere in the world, that's
Mhm.
fine.
Yeah, we'll go do that. It wasn't too bad. It wasn't too terrible. But yeah, I would definitely say, God, I don't know how we're not that far into it. I don't even think we even got off the fucking ship.
Well,
Um,
I know with me, like I'm okay, so like I said, I have explored the ruins. I have explored everywhere pretty much in the first act of
mhm,
where the ship crashed. I haven't gone through the underpass yet. Like I've been in the Underdark, but I haven't done the mountain pass yet because when you see the words warning if you have not tied up any loose ends, then blah 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 blah. I stopped there. So through the mountain pass, through the Underdark, I hit the first Underdark part where I came across the elevator to go up.
mhm.
That leads past the Grimforge. Um, so my map is pretty open, but there's still I feel like more stuff to explore. That's why I haven't left the first area. I just hit like level 5 right now, and it's like I just defeated the matriarch, the spider matriarch queen and everything. So
Right. I think I
yeah,
know
like
for
I'm still
myself.
under the like I'm still exploring around like the whole blight village and underneath the cellars, going for like the tome and everything. So I have explored quite a bit.
Right, and I've done some stuff as well. Not everything. Like I chose to go up through the mountain pass, but actually, I went to go look that up because I was like, I can't find anything to get me to level 5, and I was actually getting really annoyed by it.
Mhm.
So what I did was I decided to just look up to see if it was all right if I moved on. And it is so, um, but I'm fine with that. Like, oh, what? This is why I don't eat before you stream. The one of the things that I definitely did enjoy in there also was it was like just as much what I loved was just as much fun as like learning about other characters or like just other races and stuff as well. So when I was going into like when in the beginning where like some of the little interactions that you have to deal with. So like I know you dealt with the druid issue.
Yeah,
The
the
druid
druids of Emerald Grove.
Yeah, the druids, the tieflings. Like, I'm excited to learn more about what they all have to offer. Because actually later on, because you're gonna want to go up through the mountain or through the mountain pass area. Yeah, because I went up through the mountain or not mountain pass, but like this dark shadow area, and I'm in
Okay,
there right
that
now.
yeah, that's to Moonrise
Yep.
because I've taken the so when I took the Underdark road or route, um yeah, I got to the part where in the Grimforge where it says if you continue further then you'll hit the elevator, and in order to go up there you're going to need something to bypass all the shadows.
Yep.
Now, unless the only thing that I've gotten when I did the quest of killing Nair was a moonlight lantern, and that's something that you're going to need. Now, this might um,
Mhm.
sound a little odd to you because I'm not sure if you did it or not, like hitting into the Underdark, but you will come across some quests there with the with the how do you call them mycnids or Mind Kids or something.
Yeah.
Basically it's like you're in the Underdark, but picture like The Last of Us, like the bloater looking mushrooms that come to life and stuff like that. But be careful down there. Um, when you do go down, because you will experience higher level monsters. Like with higher HP, like in my case, I ran into a lot of like they're like hooks and shit, like something hook monsters, some minotaurs and bullets, or bullets they're called.
Okay. Yeah, I never had to deal with that.
Mm-hmm.
Like I've been lucky I didn't have to deal with anything like that. I've been dealing with like, I mean, obviously through the shadow area. And I think that Mountain Pass, like there's a couple of quests in there. What I also love too is the fact of like how your choices differ. Like,
Mm-hmm.
you and I have also different ways of doing things. I'm not gonna lie, like how many times it's funny because like when you're in combat, this is one thing I wanted to talk about is combat. And like combat's not too bad depending on who you have. Like I love having like Lae'zel and Carlia or
Karlach.
Karlach with me a lot. Astrian is really good too. Like since I'm already a magic wielder anyways, like it's best to have, in my view, have characters that can just run through and damage wise. And this also might just be because I'm also playing on Explorer. So when I play on balance, it will probably be a little bit different. But that's when like your different versions come through. So it'll be really, it's really funny because like I love having like Astrian because of his whole vampire ability. When he bites down, like Bloodless is really strong.
Yeah.
Because it gives disadvantage when they attack.
I mean, I had disadvantage because I let the bastard bite me, just to, it'd be cool to have a vampire on your squad, but
Yeah,
at
I
the
did
same
the
time I
same
had to
thing,
kind of
and
fight
I'm
him
not
off
letting
and
him.
be
Yeah,
like,
I'm not letting him do that again.
yeah, no, I had to. I like, I gave in a little bit. I'm like, yeah, no, you can have some of my blood and whatever. And then all of a sudden it's like, yeah, bitch, you touch me again, I'm gonna like stake you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was actually not gonna lie. I was really uncomfortable with that because I don't like the whole vampire like touching someone's neck kind of thing. It bothers me. I'm not a fan of that at all. So
Oh,
I was
I
like,
had 100% want to turn. I couldn't care less. Blood is blood,
mm,
regardless.
nope. I'm not a fan of that. Like, no es bueno.
Yep.
But like when it came to any of them right now, like I said, Karlach is always funny. I enjoy having her around and like learning about tieflings and stuff.
I still haven't found her.
Really? Oh,
Well, like I said, I'm still exploring and everything. And
yeah,
plus, when you're
I stumbled across her. And I was like, I'm kind of running through, and all of a sudden, I'm like, oh, hey, what's up? Like you would have been useful, like when I'm fighting the goblins. Like,
see that's a funny thing because like,
well, the
yeah, even though
next, no.
we have our different difficulties, when I fought the goblins, actually, I don't remember taking a lot of them out until after, after at the end.
Yeah, I didn't have too much. Like the goblins are kind of just more annoying than anything.
Yeah.
Where I'm at right now, it's becoming a kind of an issue, but like that's farther on. I'm not going to talk about that because, but it's just the game is just really enjoyable. I've been a lot of fun with it.
Did you end
Like
up getting a scratch?
Scratch.
The
Oh
the
yeah,
dog?
the dog. Yeah. I was like, I'll see you at camp, buddy. And then he was like, okay. And he didn't really say okay, but that's what it felt like.
Yeah.
Yeah. Goblins. What does I say? Goblins. Like, I am so just not a fan like of goblins. I wish you could play as one though. But I guess a dwarf will have to suffice. But like,
I mean, I love the drow though.
the drow. See, my
Yeah.
next playthrough, which I might just kind of jump into another one because I'm having fun with the one I'm having right now, but I also might just try a different one. And that one is going to be like my evil route, like just making the worst decisions possible.
Yeah,
And not,
that would be good.
yeah, I and it's funny because I as a person, I feel like I'm a person that naturally gravitates toward just making like the light decisions, right? Like, oh, I don't really think I should kill that, you know. No, you probably shouldn't. Because even like when I had an issue where I had to like deal with like, are you gonna let these goblins die? And I was like, yeah, it'll be fine.
Oh, right, yeah. Okay, I came across the same similar situation, and I just used like my drow thing. I just said nothing, and it's like, Lae'zel approves, and I'm like, yeah.
No, not
I'm
exactly.
like, and then they're just getting tossed in the lava. I'm like, okay.
They're just getting tossed in the lava. You're just like,
I'm like, well, what am I gonna do, right? It's like, and then it's like, oh yeah, and you're gonna have to fight. And it's like, fine.
that's really funny. Is during the fight with Minthara, I was like, oh shit. So I ran up like as she starts running on the bridge, and I just launched my arrow, hit it, and just drops her. I was
Yeah,
like,
I tried to break the bridge.
I was like, yeah, I did. I broke it. And I was like, well, that takes care of that. Just,
Oh, you did? So you didn't? You didn't
I,
loot her?
no, I know because she goes falling. I'm like, I probably should have. I thought about that afterwards. I'm like, I probably should have looted her.
Yeah.
It'll be fine. And just it just kept it just left. But the next one is I'm gonna actually I want to see what happens with her because she can become a person for you with you.
Actually, yeah. Like, okay, so I heard a couple things. Yeah, I heard the whole Minthara thing. Then even the thing with the owl bear in the cave. Apparently, Scratch isn't the only one that you could have as a cat pet.
Oh my god, I want an owl bear pet. I want an owl
Mm-hmm.
bear.
So supposedly you got to get around the whole. Yeah, sorry, I gotta slay Mama Bear.
Oh,
Bit.
that's fine. I think as long as my hold person ability works, which that works really well. That's really
I
annoying.
mean, at this point, we already should be like knowing what we're doing and not getting our asses kicked by a freaking owl bear.
We should.
Like I said, I just hit level 5. If it still kicks my ass, then I don't know. I have to go back to like druid school.
Right. I'm still not a huge fan of like. I don't know if I'm gonna keep with the druids, but druids are fun, especially with the wild, whatever it's called, wild magic.
Oh, sorry, I'm a drow ranger. Yeah. No, I mean in this playthrough, but like the other one, actually, the other one we gotta explore more. Actually, you know what? You say you want to do the worst possible characters and all that. Why don't we do that on our run?
Uh, we could, yeah.
See
Oh
how that
yeah,
would work out.
yeah, it might work. It might work. Like,
I
I
mean,
would rather
why do it separately when we're gonna have the same outcome that we're both freaking.
just evil. Oh, then I want to play as a paladin because that sounds really fucked up. Then.
Yeah, you can stay as a paladin.
I'd want to.
I don't
I'd have to
care.
restart it and then go like do it again as like something.
I mean, how far did we get? 20 minutes? Half an hour?
Yeah,
An
at
hour?
the most. So we can just restructure it, restart one, and then just be like, all right, because I want to play as something a little more sinister.
Okay, but we should keep it on explorer mode because like like I said, like in my single player, I'm doing it already, and just hitting up the door to the ruins on the first go, I was like, yo, this is pretty bitched that you're already having to do a level 15 freaking lockpick.
Right.
And it's like,
That's what Astrian is so because a lot of times you like to switch to different people, and like Astrian is so good at like well, I'm not kidding. I had to do a lockpick, bro. I hit 30 like when I rolled because of all the bonuses. I hit the 30, and I was like, oh my god. But yeah, like, I love like I just want to play as like just walk around, have a big axe and stuff, and just realize that no one can mess with me. One of the
until you
things
end
that
up on your ass by a few arrows.
well, one of the things is when you get down to where I'm at, there was one I just killed it. It was called a cloaker or cloner or something like that, and it was like a monster that looked like a monster's face on like a manatee's body. And because I had perception, I could see it right away, and I'm like, yeah, no, we ain't playing that fucking game there, bro. So I like shot it, and it hit it. I hit it with Astria, and he's like, "Oh, I'm surprised," and I was like, "I bet you are, bitch." So I was like, "Yeah, I ain't playing no games with you." But it was fucking hilarious the entire time. Every playthrough I have with it so far, it's super fun.
But what I can't stand is how about we get into the whole algorithm, the Baldur's Gate algorithm part of it. Like these freaking here's a lockpick, 15. Here's a saving throw. 10. Oh, here's a persuasion check. 5. Okay. For the 15, I'm gonna roll. Can I do it? 5.
Dude, this game
Like,
hurts your self-esteem.
it really
I'm not
does.
like, you don't want to mess with me. Absolutely not. They ain't messing with me. Because like nothing says, oh no, than watching like a barbarian big mofo just walk around with an axe and being like, hit me, see what happens.
Nah, man, I thought you
Oh,
were gonna go dwarf.
oh yeah, dwarf. Yeah, right. So I can. No one's gonna take me seriously. I'm like, they're gonna call my character ankle biter.
Bring out Odin's hammer.
Dude, I would love to have Odin's hammer. Oh my god! So I was watching. You ever seen Once Upon a Time?
Of course.
Okay. So I just realized something in Once Upon a Time, and that's that Rumpelstiltskin has Thor's hammer. I never knew it until season 4, where like I'm looking because like someone's talking to Rumpel at his house, and then the camera pans over, and I'm like, holy shit, he has Thor's hammer. How the fuck did he get this?
It's probably not really Thor's hammer though, because
no, it is Thor's hammer because it looks like Thor's hammer from the MCU.
No. Yeah. But I'm saying, but it's probably not maybe supposed to be Thor's hammer. Maybe it's supposed to be like Odin's or something like that. It's supposed to be playing on the whole Disney aspects of like.
Well, they fucked up. They fucked up because Thor's hammer's there. They're calling it Thor's hammer. I don't give a fuck. It's Thor's. I saw it with my own eyeballs. I'm like, but
it also took you 4 seasons
because it didn't show up for the first 3. Because they were like, it'd be really cool if we did this Easter egg thing, and I was like, yeah, don't do that. But like, no, I think like one of the things that'd be really fun, yeah, being a barbarian, a warrior is still pretty cool. A paladin's fun because you can just paladins are just really, really strong. I guess you can you make an evil paladin? Is that a thing? I guess if they follow behind an evil god.
Well, well, okay. Well, then they wouldn't really be considered paladins.
Yeah, I don't know if you can do that. Like,
well, technically, if you really look at Shadowheart's character, she is really kind of.
Oh, she's an evil paladin. Yeah, she's a dark paladin.
Yeah, hence why she's called a
Justicar.
Yeah, Justicar.
Yeah. I think they call it like Judasar or something like that. In the
I think it's something like that.
Hold on, this Flamingo's like, yeah, oh yeah, I know what you're talking about. Rumpelstiltskin's hammer looks sort of like an Easter egg. I think it's supposed to be an Easter egg. Yeah, I was just very surprised because I was like, "Bro, what the fuck? That shouldn't even be in here." I could talk. Well, I might just have a stream. I might have a stream just talking about Once Upon a Time. I mean, not even kidding. I might have a stream just for Once Upon a Time.
Well, if there's anybody that's into ASMR, I'm sure you'd be calling them here because you'd be reading them as a bedtime story.
Oh my god, that was bad. That was really bad. Oh. No, I really think that I think Thor's hammer should be in Baldur's Gate.
I still don't understand what Thor's hammer would have to do though with either Once Upon a Time or with Baldur's Gate.
Easter egg, because it was. I think that's when they had Disney, or when they had Marvel. Because you see it, like you know how like in like on well, what's the game we talk God of War. So you know, like in God of War, they have like the certain like Norse kind of language or whatever. You can see that you can see that kind of language. Yeah, you can see that language on the hammer.
Yeah, but I don't know. It's just weird.
It is weird. I know I wasn't supposed to talk about Baldur's Gate, but not like hold on. When did season 4 come through? It was 2015.
Maybe it was around the whole time, the whole like when Disney was all like hyping up for
2009
like, Thor and stuff.
Okay, yeah. So when did? Yeah, because Thor, Thor: The Dark World, out in 2013. So they already had Marvel by that time. So, yep, that makes sense.
Maybe it was just something to say that he collected something from the gods and just to show his power.
So I'm looking up on Reddit right now. Is that Thor's hammer? Let's see. Okay, so it was actually in like season 1, but I'm just kind of stupid and didn't realize it. Shut up. So like, if it would be John Henry's, it really doesn't match the style of the hammer, but tall tales. I see it there. I wonder if it's points as additional fairy tale references are supposed to be Easter eggs and hints of things to come. Yeah. So this was like 11 years ago. So people were thinking it could be, could be Thor's hammer. I think it could be possibly. Which,
Maybe.
I mean, that'd be interesting. Like,
When Disney needs the MCU.
Right. I mean, if only this show was so wild. It was. I have nothing much to say about this show, to be honest with you. Like,
just enough to do a full stream on it.
Oh no, I have enough to do a full stream on it. It's just I don't know. It was like it was just long. Like, and like I'm at season 4 right now, and I'm not gonna lie to you, it's kind of difficult to keep going through it.
I don't know. It depends. I enjoyed it. I forgot what season I stopped at.
Most people I found stopped at 3.
Because I tried to own them all.
Oh, you tried to own them all?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, most people stopped at 3.
Yeah, I think I got to look back and see like which ones I still own, which ones I don't.
Yeah, you're not missing a whole lot. Like, it was good. Wait, is she in? Oh my gosh. I think that the lady. No, okay. Yeah, I thought I recognized her. So the lady who plays the Snow Queen, right? In season 4 is actually the same lady who plays Mrs. Claus in the Santa Claus 2 and like Beyond movies. I was sitting there being like, oh, I don't know if I remember. She looks familiar, but I just don't know. And I'm like, oh shit, yeah, she does. That's fucking funny. That makes me laugh now because like that's funny as hell. But no, I don't know, man. Like the show itself was kind of weird. The girl who plays Anna was also the same girl. She's in Five Nights at Freddy's. She plays Vanessa, which also makes a lot of sense because now her face looks very recognizable. But yeah, I just thought that shit was fucking funny. But I don't know. I mean, the show is all right. The show's all right. I wish I should try to play as a character to play as like I'm gonna call him just Dude Elsa, where I can just only cast ice powers. But I might just save that for a Skyrim episode.
Yeah, create like a half orc or something like that and call it Elsa.
Right. Just who are you? Elsa. The entire time. But no, I think I don't know if that's even possible in Baldur's Gate to just have one type of magic. I don't think it'd be very fun though. It's like one of the things that actually pissed me off is that so I switched Shadowheart from a cleric to a paladin, right? And I thought that was going to be a really good idea. Yep.
Okay.
It was not. And
you do realize you're still, just because you're changing her class, she's still a bitch one way or another.
So Shadowheart?
Yeah.
Wow, that was really rude. Like, I mean, you're not wrong. She's like, looks like she's like one step from like wearing like My Chemical Romance t-shirts. Like just tossing her hair to the side, and she's just like, I just praise the darkness in me.
and then it's like everybody's thinking, oh, Lae'zel's the one that's like or the evil one, and yet she's ready to jump her and ready to just kill her. And it's like,
oh, I know, like, and that's the thing that's so funny is like they're really a lot of times kind of the same character in a way. They're both kind of it's like no, it's just because Shadowheart is more mysterious, I think, to people.
air quotes.
Mysterious.
Yeah.
Because like she's like, oh, I got this thing from the little shock thing on her hand or whatever from Lady Shar whenever she does a naughty.
Oh, but I also stole this artifact from the Gith Yankee.
Yeah, the Gith Yankee, and then like Lae'zel's like, dude, what the fuck? Like,
yeah, exactly.
Like, and then Lae'zel is just very straightforward. Like, and I respect that. She's like Drax.
Yeah, like she's like straight up like, bitch, you stole that from our people.
Right. Oh, it's funny because like
Shadowheart's like, oh, but your people started. It's like, yeah, but bitch, you stole that from our people. Like, what are you gonna do?
Well, what I love is that so Lae'zel at times, like when listening to the little interactions back and forth, cracks me up because she'll be like someone be like, oh, well, don't you ever like get some sleep or whatever? We don't need sleep. Sleep's for the weak. I'm just like, Lae'zel, it's a joke. But one thing is I love too is the fact that like, and that's why I also like I love like Karlach is like you're just like your bro, like she's your girl bro. Like, and like the fact that I'm like, oh, I have this like big ass barbarian that's just gonna be like, yeah, I'm like, bro, we gotta like beat his ass. I'm like, okay. Like, reminds me of like that Rick and Morty episode when like Summer and Rick are just all muscled up and just punching people. Like, so like I think it'd be so funny. Like I love having Karlach there. I kind of wish I didn't fuck over Gale, but he was kind of, I don't know. Like I used him, but he just didn't seem really worth it.
I mean,
I felt like I should have been
now, the only person that is like in my group, because I haven't found Karlach yet. The only person in my group that's kind of worth it is just keeping around really Shadowheart and Lae'zel just because of the bickering. And it's like, yeah, when she says like, oh, I don't sleep. Sleep is for the wicked. It's like, okay, we're having a long rest, and you see both of them just like sleeping.
Just out cold. Yeah. Like that's the thing. Like, what's really funny too is like I love how like her eyes. I remember I mentioned this before. How her eyes are always so like probably because of the war paint and shit too. They're always so like intense and stuff.
Yeah.
But then when she starts talking to you and like you just see the eyes open up and I'm like, oh my god, you're like one of those like I don't like anyone, but then like sits there and kind of like I kind of like you though. Like, oh,
actually,
like,
yeah.
What is she like? She's like a tsundere or whatever they're called. Like,
yeah, no, exactly. And she opens up to you and all that. And like I said, with the long rest, I just had a cutscene where it's like she wakes up and she had the knife, like she was literally on top of Lae'zel, like ready to like chop her head off.
Oh yeah, and I'm like, oh, this is gonna be bad. And Lae'zel is like, no, fuck you. And I'm like, Lae'zel, dude, what the fuck? You were talking a lot of shit. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm a little disappointed right now.
Wait, you actually gave her shit? I gave Shadowheart shit for that. I'm like,
oh no, dude. I gave Shadowheart shit for it. Like, back the fuck off, Shadowheart. Like,
yeah, exactly. It was like
I would just go to Baldur's Gate by myself, bitch. You will die
so go.
Fucking quick, and I need you because you're literally plot device incarnate. Like,
I mean, the only reason why I'm stringing her along is just for added like shits and giggles. Like, I'm just keeping Lae'zel from killing her because I want to see like what's gonna happen. Is she gonna hand it over, or is she gonna like somehow kill her for it?
Oh yeah, so mine actually, so the relationship between between Lae'zel and my character, it deepens, right? Where she's like, I want to fight you, and I'm like, okay, cool.
Oh, you had it that way. I heard it, like in my mind it was like completely the opposite.
Oh no, I got absolutely obliterated. She hit me 4 times before I was able to do anything. And I was like, it was like boom, boom, used her because they use all of your moves that you give her too. So she just beat the shit out of me. And then like proceeded to so she proceeds to like beat the heaven living shit out of my character. And she's like, oh well, I just I don't want to hurt you. Like I want you to protect you. You know what I mean? And I love how she's just not good at work. She doesn't talk about emotional part of it because she doesn't know that because all she knows is war. But when she opens up, and I'm like, oh, that's so sweet, you know, and your character and her like kiss and stuff. This is before you fuck or after you fuck, but like but then like it's all so sweet and stuff. And then when it comes back to my character, he's still just laying there.
Yeah.
Like he's just like looking, like reaching his arm out, like, and I'm like, oh shit! So I'll get like Lays Aller Shadowheart to go fucking revive him. And I was just like in my mind, I'm like expectations versus reality.
Yeah.
And so I lost my shit when I was playing. I was like, oh my god. It was the funniest thing that happened. I don't think it was supposed to happen this way, but it did. But like it was great. Like and like I know like Astrian too. Like Astrian's one of those characters too that I honestly absolutely enjoy.
Yeah.
Like listening, everything Astrian says is just fucking gold. Like he'd be like, can I just bite your neck just a little? And it's like, no. Fine. Just make it quick. Ah, it's not, bitch. What the hell? Like,
yeah, it's like he turns everything into theatrics. He's like,
oh yeah. Even when you tell him like this day, like he's like, oh, why would you do?
No. He's like, but darling, why?
Darling, why would you do this? Like, and I'm like,
actually, the best is during the celebration. Oh wait, I don't think he did that quest.
I haven't done it yet. So
okay, so there's a celebration that we end up having. So we're back at camp and blah 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 blah, and
Astrian is that after the whole druid thing, right?
Yeah, it's after.
Okay, yeah, I've done that celebration where he's like basically saying he wants to go slam bang.
Like Astrian, right? He's like, you're like, oh, you want to have some fun, and he's like, yeah, for me, he's like, he was saying, what's your idea of fun? He's like, well, sex, of course, and blah 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 blah. And then he's like, but not with you.
Yeah,
and it's like oh. Bitch, I'm hot. I don't know who you're gonna want. You can go stuck on the boar that's in the forest for all I care.
Right, you're like, you had a whole thing. They had a whole thing about Astrian and the bear. Remember before the game came out?
Yeah.
Boy, he's just like, yeah, but not with you. And you're like, you know, I'm not gonna lie, that's a little offensive.
Actually, I'm not gonna lie. I was laughing. I'm like, yeah, I wasn't even gonna be considering you because I'm going the other way.
Like, I'm not even saying that. I'm like, I don't swing that way. I'm not gonna lie to you. Most of the time, but I'm not gonna lie. Like, I'm a little offended.
Oh no, exactly. But when he said that though, it was just hilarious. It actually took me aback. I'm like, huh.
It's like,
okay, you saved me of saying clearly you're not for me.
So can we talk about how did you come across the shed?
The shed.
There's a shed, yeah. And there's noises coming from the shed.
Oh God! Did you open it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was.
I was actually
well, that was a romp fest.
That was a kind of a tough fight. I'm not gonna lie. But like, yeah, I was like, oh, I made a mistake. Like, but
yeah, it's
I think
like
one of my
close for a reason.
I think one of my favorite things is the fact is when you're like use like grease or like ice. And the enemy comes running and just slips on the ice. It's just like, damn it.
Yeah, they say that, and then your idiot party walks right into it, and it's like slips and falls. Is like, damn it.
I love it when like you're just traveling and the character slips. You're just like, God damn it, Gale.
Yeah.
Like I can't wait forever for you to get your ass up.
Oh, did you also, being in the Blight Village, did you save the gnome?
Yeah.
From the windmill?
Yeah.
How did you do it?
Threatening him. My intimidation is like unnaturally high because of the fact that I'm missing an eyeball.
No, did you let Volo take out your eye?
Not Volo.
Oh.
Not Volo.
Because I was gonna say,
I won't tell you where. I won't tell you where, but I'm not Volo.
No, because I was gonna say, because Volo could also take out your eye, but you get a buff with it, right?
Yeah, you get like you more intimidation or whatever.
No. Apparently, the buff is the eye. You could see invisibility, like you could see things that are invisible.
Damn it! No, yeah, he's just like, I just need to take out your eye. I'm like, oh god, not this again.
Yeah, no, I said to Volo, I'm like, nah, you ain't touching my pretty face. No, so okay. But how did you get the gnome down? That's what I'm asking. Like, did you save the gnome or what?
Mm-hmm.
Because I saved the gnome.
Yeah, I said the gnome.
But he also died. Okay, so let's put it this way. I saved the gnome.
Is a gnome? I don't think the gnome's supposed to be a party member.
Remember the goblins had the gnome on.
Yeah, I saved him. Yeah, I saved him. I got him down.
But did you leave him up on the window, or did you take him down?
What? No, I'm not a fucking psychopath, dude. I actually got him down.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. How'd you get him down?
Went behind the fucking thing and released the brick.
Okay, that's what I did, and it sent him flying. So do we all remember midget tossing back in the day?
Can't use that word anymore. It's pronounced tinks. Tink toss.
Well, anyways, back to midget tossing. We literally yanked him flying. He went like, you just see this little dot go flying. And here I'm thinking, oh, he's gonna land in a hay bale, blah 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 blah. Yeah, no, isn't he splat on the road?
No, not for me.
For me, yeah, he was splat on the road.
Well, I got him down and talked to him.
I mean, I wish I could have talked to him. I mean, if I go there and his corpse is still there, I could reanimate and talk with the dead.
Seems a little fucked. Like, what are you gonna do?
It's still mission complete. It's still
just reanimates them and is like, "Hey, bro, I just want to let you know that I'm sorry." And then so when he gets mad, he's like, "I'm gonna fucking kill," and we're done.
Yeah, and it's like, yeah, maybe you should have just go back to sleep.
Weekend at Bernie's.
Yeah. Yeah, no, because like I'm like, okay, I see the lever, I pull the lever, and the next thing I know, he goes flying. I'm like, but how are you supposed to get him down? It's crazy
because I could hear the yeet from my screen.
I heard that, and then you see the windmill speed up, and then just.
You know, what'd be really funny is that if you yeet them, and then after the game, you get to Baldur's Gate, you just see him hit something.
I wish it was like I wish, because I just saw him take off and I'm like, I don't know if he's gonna land, but where he was going, there was a perfectly good placed hay bale right there, and he was on trajectory right to it. So you're thinking, okay, he's gonna land. That's why you get him down. You know he's somehow, there's two levers. You pull one, but supposedly like your character is right beside multiple, so it pulls whichever one.
I think, like I said, I think it came with my intimidation checks and stuff, because I like threatened to kill the goblins or whatever, and I started killing them. I think I killed like one or two of them, and they were like, "All right, we'll get them down."
Oh, yeah. See, I just had them take off because I was a drow.
No. I told them straight out. I was like, "Yeah, I'll fuck." I started because they're like, "We're not gonna do anything to me," and then I was like, "Okay, bring it." And so I killed like two of them, and they're like, "All right, we'll get them down from you."
But see, the funny thing is, I didn't even have to fight because I just used my draw power, and they're like, "Oh, shit.
Draw power."
Yeah, that's like, oh shit, it's a draw. Let's leave.
Yeah, I don't. What is their thing with drows?
Well, because drows are, well, first of all, they're not supposed to be on the surface. They're supposed to be in the Underdark. And if they are ever on surface, or you come across them in the Underdark, they'll kill literally anything.
The drows,
like they're so. Yeah, they're supposed to be like the worst of the worst down there. They're like, because they follow Loth, the queen. She's the one that also makes the, like, if you look at her army, like they're half spider, like
okay,
like those spider ones.
I found the Underdark actually. in the Shadowlands, I was like, oh, I could go to the Underdark, and I was like, I don't know why I'd go back through here. Like, but right now, the thing that sucks is my character's a level 6 right now, and so everything I'm fighting is like a level higher.
Yeah, so I think what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to level up in the first area before you make your way up.
I did though. I was like I was level 5 by the time I left, and then by the time I finished, I got to level 6, and then everything else was level 6. But where I am right now, which is like a sub part during the Moonrise Tower mission, I fought off a level 8, and I fought off a bunch of level 7s. Also, I will say too, perception is amazing. Like the amount of times that like, oh, you rolled a perception check. Like Astrian is really high with perception. My character is really high in perception. So like they can see the traps and all that stuff a lot easier.
Yeah.
And it's a fucking lifesaver. Honestly, when you start learning what each player can do, which is why I'm getting rid of Shadowheart. Because she doesn't do shit. Like, at least with Lae'zel, she'll at least fucking hit something.
And even if she doesn't do anything, at least she's better eye candy.
Well, and she can swing. Fuck yeah, she is. And she can swing twice. Like, I have respect for Lae'zel because she's a fun character. I have respect for Karlach because she's just awesome. Karlach is just awesome. You know what I mean? Dude, what did you do? Did you do the little mission where you had to kill the fake paladins?
No, not yet.
Oh my gosh. Dude, you have to do that. Go back and do that. Because it is just fun. It is super fun. And like you get to see her.
But hold on, what do you mean go back? I haven't even gone forward yet.
It's in part 1. It's in the first part.
No, I mean, yeah, but where I am, like
how do you get all the way through the fucking Underdark and you just didn't even go back to go check more shit? There's a bunch of shit you can do. Also, abilities like jumping and stuff.
Huh?
You can use like abilities like jumping and shit.
Yeah.
You can use that in real world, so it saves
your ass. I know. But what do you mean? I didn't get through the entire Underdark. You know that, right?
Like you bypassed the mission with the fake paladin. Did you get to where you fight the werewolf-looking motherfuckers?
No, because I'm still in the first area. No, I'm still in the first area. I haven't left.
Oh my god. Yeah.
No. Because okay. Okay, let me explain where I am. So, do you know where the ship crashed?
Yeah.
How you start off on the beach?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you know the Blight Village?
The Blight Village, yeah. The okay. Goblin infested.
Right. Remember the map I showed? So the map I showed you in the DC, the map, it goes all the way up. So remember the maps where I showed you?
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't go all the way north yet, and I didn't go all the way south yet. You see where it stops at the left?
Yeah.
That's the point of no return. And then the map that I showed you with the Grey Forge.
How are you missing all this shit?
Because I didn't fully explore yet. Because there's still bottom left, and then there's the north. When I hit the point of no return, where it says, "Have you completed everything where you're supposed to before you move on?" I refuse and I go back so I could explore everything else that I can. So that's what I'm saying. I haven't hit that yet because apparently there's a side where near the Emerald Grove there that I didn't realize that you could go down. I'm still backtracking some areas. But right now, like I'm doing the Tome of Tay right now. I'm in the cellar. You didn't do that one, did you?
I did not.
So okay, so you remember the well in the city? So it's right next to the door with the BDSM goblins there. So if you visit the well, you have a chance to use perception. Then if you fail that, you could toss in a coin. You realize that there's no water. Then it says you could ride the well down. When you go down, you go into where the spider matriarch is and everything.
Oh, okay.
So that's where I am, where I just finished. So that's what I'm saying. So the map, I'm opening it up still. I haven't I've come across the areas where it says, just like in the Underdark, there it says if you proceed forward, make sure you've completed all loose ends. That was to go up towards like to head towards the Moonrise Towers. I haven't gotten there yet.
Oh,
And
okay.
then the pass, the mountain pass, which is past those 3 drunken goblins that were sitting at the table outside the goblin camp. Same thing. It says in order to proceed, you have to make sure to complete everything that's prior. So what I'm doing is now I'm just backtracking, getting everything in the area, just opening everything up.
Makes sense.
So I don't proceed forward until I want to make sure everything's 100% clear in the areas.
Right.
Yeah, so now I'm gonna head back to Emerald Grove because I know around there there's still some stuff I want. Like there's a quest for Kagra or whatever. Apparently, like you could steal her shit in the chest.
Oh, interesting.
And then there's also, I saw from a distance, but it looked like there was a child or something like near the water.
I'll have to go check that out.
Yeah, so there's still a few areas I still have to backtrack, backtrack.
Yeah,
But I actually haven't gone that far. So this paladin thing, I don't like. Maybe that's the next thing forward.
Yeah, probably. But all right, yeah, that sounds really interesting. I'll have to go do more checking on it.
Yeah, I think if you come back and you do more of these quests, you will hit like level 7, level 8.
Probably will. But yeah. All right, y'all. That's everything I got so far. Be sure to check. I know me and Scorp, we're going to be out on Saturday. We have a guest star as well. So we have a guest coming in for the podcast. We'll be talking about Mass Effect. So that'll be something a little more interesting as well. But be sure to check out all the socials, all my socials, all Scorpio's socials, especially his Twitch, where he's pretty active on. I know you've been a little, due to some issues, you've been kind of off on that a little bit. But
I will be up and running again soon. Probably within the next week. This week has just been a little hectic, but yeah, I shall be up and running again within the week.
Awesome. And I know I want to get Flamingo also up on here as well one of these days. So we'll see. We'll make time for it. Alrighty. I appreciate everyone for tuning in. Be sure to, like I said, check us both out. And you guys have a fantastic night. I'm Taylor from Afrofish OG, and I'll catch you all in the next one.